Ellis Island gained its name, the Island of Tears, because of its long-standing use as a federal immigration station. It all began in 1890, when the U.S. Congress appropriated $75,000 to build the federal immigration station on Ellis Island. On January 1st, 1892, the first immigration station was officially opened on Ellis Island. The first day, over 700 immigrants passed through, and over 450,000 immigrants in that year. In 1897, a fire destroyed the whole structure. Congress passed that a new structure must be built, but it must be fireproof, and all structures thereafter must contain the same properties. In 1900, the present main building opened. It cost $1.5 million and was designed to process over 5,000 immigrants a day. In 1907, it was the peak year, with 1,004,756 immigrants passing through. The all-time daily high was on April 17th, with 11,747 immigrants processed. But that would not last long, for in 1921, the first immigration quota law passed. The total number allowed in was 385,000 a year, but many were held exempt from coming through the gates. In 1924, the Immigration Act of 1924 reduced the quota to 164,000. This was the official end of mass immigration. After the end of mass immigration, Ellis Island lost a lot of its credibility to bring in and take out immigrants. This was during the time of World War I, so Ellis Island became the center of the assembly and deportation of aliens who entered the United States illegally. In 1954, Ellis Island officially closed its 33 structures, labeled as excess federal property. From 1892 to 1954, over 12 million immigrants entered the U.S. through Ellis Island, a small island located in the New York Harbor. The original structure was 3.3 acres and was expanded to 27.5 acres by its finish. Early immigrants came from England, Ireland, Germany, and Scandinavian countries. Deteriorating conditions in Europe led to the largest massed human migration in the history of the world. Many people came by ship, taking over 19 to 25 days to get to America. First and second class passengers were not required to be inspected by federal government, but anyone in classes under that were forced to go through health and safety checks. In 1907, more people immigrated to the U.S. than any other year. World War II immigration decreased at this time because of the Red Scare, which caused many deportations among people. If an immigrant had papers and were in good health, inspection only took about 3 to 5 hours. Each person was asked to answer 29 questions and then was reviewed by a person. While many people talk about the Island of Tears and how many people are turned away, only 2% of immigrants were actually excluded from entry, and it was usually because they were contagious or thought to be a public charge. And in 1965, the United States declared Ellis Island part of the Statue of Liberty Monument, and now to this day they have turned it into a museum that shows a lot of the history of Ellis Island and its people.